Hey, Paul, are you hearing those guys in there?
I'm only hearing low levels, but I can't make out any of the words.
Yeah, well, I went on the SCR. I can hear two guys talking. Locally is great, and we're going to start our net now. So it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 1 Zulu. So this is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. And, hey, Paul, I was hearing you better on the SCR. So your noise is down, but my noise is up. So hopefully it'll subside a little bit as we go along. So this is V3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. We're located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the west end of Lake Ontario. So anybody listening to the net here can join in, and you do not have to be a club member to join in here. We've already had one check-in early, and we're looking for check-ins. V3 Bravo Kilowatt. I don't believe it. My noise level is almost 10 over. Holy, pretty high here tonight. Anyway, Paul, I can hear you in there. And let's see if I hear myself on the SDR still. No, that's fading away. So we're local right now. Local, we're thinking about going to 80 meters maybe in the new year. And go back to 80 so then we can make use of the SDRs, etc. And I don't know whether Paul will be able to do 80 or not. I think you can. I think your antenna, I think you lengthen it for that. So hopefully that'll be all right if we do that. And we'll have to get the announcement on the website. So this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt looking for check-ins on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HF Net on a Monday night. Anybody, anywhere.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet, Zulu.
Okay, there is VA3CJZ. And Paul beat you in here. So anyway, yeah, I didn't hear you on the 2 meters, but I was playing around with the HF. That's probably why. If you were on there, and I know your net closed early, it must have closed early, because when I went back to it, nobody was there anymore, or?
Yeah, do you mean the VE3ZOE repeater that's on 70 centimeters? Yeah, the Monday night accidental net was on from 7 until about around 7:35, I guess. So not a real long net, but we had a few guys from the States checking in, and one guy that was remote checking in from he was waiting for a flight from China to come back here. So it was pretty interesting.
Wow, that's good. Hey, I didn't know, does it have capabilities like Equalink or something like that?
No, the only way it's done is through the live stream, and I guess more and more people have been checking out Mac's call sign on YouTube, and decided to join in tonight. There were new call signs, 3 of them that I could count there, and they were new check-ins. So that was. It's always nice to see people from different parts of the world joining us on the YouTube stream.
Oh, Roger. Okay, that brings up the point. Are we on the YouTube stream tonight?
That's affirmative. Streaming live right now.
And that for me. And if there is any other check-ins from around the world through the internet on YouTube, you're more than welcome to join us and leave us a message on there. Anyway, so I guess Marty's probably away or Christmas, and he wasn't too good at that point in time. But I imagine he's not away. So that's 2 weeks in a row that people have filled in for him there. Over.
Well, Rick, I heard through Mac, VA3IMW, that Marty ended up in the hospital. So I don't know if he's still there or if he's back home, but I think he had a fall, didn't he? As well as having that awful flu virus going around. So I'm not surprised. I was close to going to the ER myself. It was that point where I thought things are getting really bad. So I can understand what he was going through.
Oh yeah, well it sounds like you listened to my wife when she was talking to him. He was telling her about his rib and all that kind of stuff, and she was saying, "Go to the hospital, go to the hospital." So maybe he finally did. I don't know. I haven't talked to him since. It was Merry Christmas, and I got an email that I sent out to everybody, and you responded, and so did Marty, and said Merry Christmas back. So that was good. Okay, well, thanks for that, Chuck. Anything else there? Yeah, I'm glad you guys are up on what's happening with Marty. I got a really high noise level tonight, but I was hearing myself on the SDR, and I got noisy. So this is that time of night when it starts going along there, over.
Yeah, I know. I have a high noise level as well. I think it's a S8, and to me that's high. Anything S6 and lower is ideal for me, but it's pretty high this evening. So I could hear Paul in there before the net started, VE3CSY, and he was coming in here no problem. S9 plus, and you're of course 30 over. Good audio tonight. You're not at the verge of overdriving tonight. You're good.
Rick, yeah, I've been playing with that. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you about Tom. Tom phoned me up and wanted me to check on I think it was on here. We started on 28400, and all I was getting was a great big noise from him. I could hear the odd word, and then we went to 14.2. Bad mistake. 20 meters was wide open, and there was people in there talking, and this VE4 from Manitoba was just blowing in here. He was like over the night, so I told Tom to go up too, and no response. So then his daughter phoned me and said, "Oh, you went to the washroom." Okay, well, next time let's go up too. And so anyway, he came back, we went up too, and same thing, he was getting it. So he was going to hurry up in the shack or something. He thought he was getting into his power supply. So I haven't, we tried 17 meters, but I don't have the right antenna, and he said he couldn't hear me. So I could hear him fine though, and I went to low power because I didn't want to drive my radio nutty going to the high SWR. Anyway, my noise floor here today is it's like 8 units over 9. I'll see when I can. Let me check. Yeah, it's still the same. It's pretty noisy, and Paul, I heard him on the SDR pretty good, but the SDR now has gotten really noisy, and I could just barely, I knew you were there, but I couldn't make it out. So locally, of course, you're 20 over on my radio here, so that's good. Anyway, we're streaming live on YouTube, so go to VA3CJZ and slash Chuck. Am I right on that, Chuck? Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't have to add the dash, Chuck. You can just look up VA3CJZ and go to the live button, and you can find us there.
Okay, so if you happen to be listening, and you can check us out on YouTube. So VA3CJZ and the live button. Okay, and anybody on there, Chuck is monitoring, so we'll check you into the net here. So this is Hamilton Amateur Radio Club net on 7100 on a Monday night, or HF Net, and we're looking for check-ins. Right now the band is starting to go along again, and so we're not going to hear that Whiskey is Good or the guy in Barry's Bay. They're not going to hear us, and I thought maybe Bill might be on there early because he used to check in with me early all the time, but now he's not. And I did get an email from Tom there in Barry's Bay, and he wants to know what's going on. So tonight we announced that we may be going to 80 in the new year, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, we have to make arrangements to get the website changed and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, anybody anywhere, if you want to check into that, please go now. Okay, he's reading my notes. There's somebody in there. Can you hear him, Chuck?
No, same here. The audio's not strong enough.
It's Mac, gentlemen. Good evening, Mac.
Okay, I heard my name. Is that you, Matt?
That's all you can do, Mac.
Okay, Mac. I think that was Mac. Anyway, the noise floor is really hot today. And if that was you, Mac, yeah, we'll have to try it again here. I'm listening to you locally, and you were right on the edge here before. I think you're right on the edge here. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's Mac that's in there. And anyway, if it was Mac there, give me an okay there. Over. Did you hear him, Rick? Wow, very noisy, very noisy. Yeah, you're right on the edge here. So, yeah, so anyway, you're in the log, and I'm sure that's you. I'm sure it's you. And anyway, yeah, it's just not good conditions tonight. Well, I'll tell you what happened when I was testing with Tom down here. Of course, he's close to me, and oh boy, I could hear everything, and he was getting into his power supply, he thought, but on 20 meters, he couldn't hear the guy in Western Canada, and I could hear a guy in Manitoba was coming in really good, and you know, I had to turn my beam towards the guy in Manitoba to get him strong, but I was hearing him before that, and I kept telling Tom to stand by, and then I said go down to, and the sound disappeared on me. But that's the way it goes with ham radio and the cycle the way it is right now. Anyway, so Mac, you're in the log, and maybe you want to hang on. Our noise floor is going to go down. I don't think Chuck could hear you tonight, so his noise floor is up too. The only other one that's in here that might have heard you is Paul. So let's turn it over to Paul and see if he did hear you. VA3CJZ, did you hear anybody in there? Over.
I can copy copy, Mac, just fine. You seem to be the only one, and you and Chuck that can't hear him tonight. So, good evening, Mac. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I have a good copy on you. VA3CJZ. I guess not, Rick.
Did you get all that, Chuck?
Well, I got everything that Paul said. Good evening, Paul. VE3CSY, VA3CJZ. Good signal, good audio tonight. But I only heard one sentence from Mac on his previous key up, but I didn't hear anything this time.
Yeah, okay. Well, Paul, yeah, that's who. Paul is in and out to me. He's right on the edge of my noise floor. My noise floor is still high, so whatever he said there, and yeah, you confirmed for me that it was Mac. I thought it was, but anyway, my noise floor is too high here tonight. Oh, I can't believe it. Yeah. Anyway, hey, I got an idea. If you can take over for a minute, I've got a transformer plugged in, and I'm going to unplug it and see if that makes a difference.
All right, very good, Rick. You go ahead and do that, and I'll do my best at this end. So it was, in fact, Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. I did hear him very faintly the one time, but other than that, it was too hard to make him out. And that's the same as last week, I think, when we had a high noise level. I could not hear Mac, but I think Rick could. So, yeah, I know that Mac has been able to come in here to 15 over S9 in previous nights, but not the last couple of weeks. Anyhow, this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Net. Looking for check-ins. Please come now.
RYI.
Oh, I didn't recognize who it was there. VE3RYI. Mark, come on in.
Yeah, it was Mac. He said he's going to clear off since Rick can't really hear him. So when Paul went back to him, he definitely had already cleared off. So I was getting him better on the vertical than the inverted V.
Yeah, you know, like I said a couple of weeks ago, he was just pounding in here, and for the last 2 weeks, right in our noise floor. So that's just the way it is. Anyways, Mark, I saw a picture of some tangled mess there. What was that?
One of the spreaders on the quad wasn't sitting properly into the aluminum bracket, which is basically it's holding the spreader. It's an angle iron, and where the angle iron fastens to the round body that clamps onto the 2-inch boom, it's not like machined 90 degrees right to it, so about ½ inch out. It's like if you put a weld in that corner to hold the angle iron to the main body, and that way there the spreader, instead of sitting flat on the angle, it's sitting up on the weld, so it's only touching at the weld at the butt end of the spreader, and then on an angle to the very end of the L bracket, so in 2 clamps. So I knew it wasn't proper, but read the instructions. It says put the butt right to the main body, and okay, all right, whatever. So yeah, my stupidity. I should have stopped and called Mark at the Cubicle Quad and explained to him, send him pictures or whatever, and probably would have gone up properly. But yeah, it's just gonna have to bring it back down and get a rent some 20-foot scaffolding so it holds it up so that way I can spin it. Gonna remeasure all the wires, snug them up a little bit, I think, and grind that spot off of the butt end of the spreader to accommodate for that bump, that welded spot. So other than that, she's up there. I'm not enjoying this weather because the other ones are the same problem. So as long as it stays that way, it can stay that way till spring. But if another one comes down, I'm going to have to literally get up there in the winter and bring her down.
Yeah, that's the tough part about having objects that are not able to be mounted flush. When you've got different shapes there, it creates problems. Well, yeah, I hope you get that remedied there with relative ease. And I did hear Rick say he was back. By the way, Rick, I could tell it was you, but Mark is Mark is stepping really hard on top of you there. Rick, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm on a different antenna to hear Mark there real good. How are you hearing me now, Chuck?
You're good. Let me see if there's a signal change.
Yeah, okay, my noise did not go away. I did unplug that transformer, and maybe it was causing some noise, but it's not.
Okay, well, you're back up there, 25, I'd say, to 30. Of course, there's just bars on here. There's no numbers, so I'm just guessing. But yeah, you're doing fine there. Anyhow, I was talking to Mark. You want to add him to the log? Victor Echo 3, Romeo Yankee India. And I'll pass it back to you, Rick. You can take over.
Okay, Mark, I had to switch antennas to be able to hear you. You must be in your vertical. My noise floor is really high tonight. Anyway, I'm on the listening antenna. How am I doing that way, Mark? Over? Your peak antenna, I'm on the inverted V. This here's the butternut. Yeah, let me switch back. I'm on my 40-meter sulfur, and you should be stronger here. Nah, you're about the same. Oh, I'm about the same. Okay, I can hear you better on this one. This loop, it is quieter. Here's the butternut. Okay, let me go back. Give me the butternut. All right, here's the butternut. Wow, you're better on the butternut. Wow. Yeah, well, you're probably most likely more vertical polarized than horizontal.
Rick, are you on the vertical?
Fourth here. So, yeah, the butternut, you came up to me, so, yeah, it's just something to do with, between us or whatever. Try it again, Chuck.
Yeah, Rick, are you on a vertical antenna right now?
No, I'm not. I'm on the loop. I'm on the loop there, Roger.
Oh, okay. Very good then. All right. Thanks.
Okay, which antenna are you on there, Mark? Inverted V. Oh, you're on the inverted V. Okay. So I hear you better on this antenna. So I can talk on this antenna. It doesn't matter. I'm on the loop. It's a little quieter than the other one. And, just went crazy on. Yeah, the SWR decided to flip out on me. So, anyway, I'm back to the other quarter wave sloper. Anyway, so I may have to switch to hear you. Anyway, that is very strange. We got really noisy conditions tonight. And I was hearing on the SCR really good before 8 o'clock. But about 5 to 8 it started going there. And Paul's in there as well. I don't know if you
Yeah, I heard Paul, and he's good. No problem. Good evening, Paul.
Yeah, good evening, Mark. How's everything going?
Yeah, okay. So, went out for Christmas lunch, me and Laura. Her dad came, brought a Christmas gift, so we went out and spent it.
Oh, that's always good. Good stuff.
Other than that, just staying in where it's warm.
All right, well, we'll hang around here and listen to Rick, see if we can hear more people. So we'll carry on.
Did Paul turn it back to me? Anyway, Paul, I wonder how you're copying me on this antenna. I can hear you a little better on you, but you're right on the edge of the noise here, too.
He did send it back to you there. I'll say on the butternut, everybody's louder.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go back to this antenna because I think this antenna is better here as far as SWR goes and all that. Anyway, and Paul, I can hear most of what Paul's saying, but the noise level is really high today. I don't know why. Usually when it goes down to about 7S units, it's pretty good. I can hear pretty good with that. But tonight it's a lot noisier. So, but anyway, were you on there when I was telling the story about Tom? We were testing out his setup, I guess, with this new vertical, and he was getting all kinds of RF in the shack.
He got a hold of me, and there was no RF at all.
Oh, you didn't hear me at all? Yeah, can you hear me, Mark? Over?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't hear me?
Yeah, well, I just asked you a question and you didn't answer me. So I wonder what's going on here. Anyway, Tom, I was on here with Tom and we were doing some testing. He disappeared, went to the washroom. His daughter called me and told me he'd gone to the washroom. So then I waited till he come back and we were on 20 meters. And a guy from Western Canada, Manitoba, was booming in here. And Tom couldn't hear him, I guess.
Yeah, well, he's only got the Antron or whatever, the vertical, so, on that, so, yeah, I don't know, he told me talking to you and he had RF or whatever, but when I was talking to him, he had no RF on 10 meters.
Oh, yeah, well, he had RF really bad on 2400. We were on 2400, and it was like a squawking sound. I heard a couple of words, and that's about it.
Yeah, so, don't know, like, don't have the tuner in line, direct to the radio. He's got no ground, so, no idea, so, the only thing is that he was doing FT8, and he's got a USB sound card that he plugs into the computer. Now, at the old place, whenever he had that in, it was causing problems on all the bands. Well, at this place, he leaves it plugged in and there's no problems. So, who knows?
That sounds like different frequencies causing interference in different places. That's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, you should get it ground at least, I would think. And, no, he got a new vertical, or he said he got a vertical for $80.
Yeah, I don't know if he got it or what. So he mentioned it to me. So I don't know if he got it. It was on a garage roof. How he got it, or if he's got it now or not, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll wait. Yeah, see when he's ready to test again. And he thought he was getting into his power supply. Okay, anyway, well, let's see if there's anybody else out here. And you're coming in really good now on the butternut there. So, yeah, the other one, I don't know why I couldn't hear you on this one. I had to go to the other antenna. The other antenna is more horizontal, so that could be it too. Anyway, this is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Amateur Radio Club. Right now, we're talking about locals more or less, and Mac was in there. I think you talked to Mac again, did you not, Chuck? Chuck, VA3CJZ. Were you talking to Mac there, over?
Well, I was talking to Mac on the Monday night net on the ZOE repeater at 7 o'clock. And, yeah, what did you want to know?
Oh, I just wondered if you talked to him on HF. Did anybody talk to him on HF on this frequency tonight? I know he was in there.
Yeah, Mark heard him and Paul heard him. I think Paul said hello to him. But, yeah, he did his check-in and said since you can't hear him, he was going to take off, and that was it. By the way, we've got somebody checked into the YouTube stream, and that's Wayne out of Mississauga. Victor Alpha 3, Fox Mike Bravo. If you want to add Wayne to your log there, Rick.
Okay, will do. And what time was that he checked in? And so he's in Mississauga, and he was on the YouTube. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, well, that's it so far. Everybody else must be busy or are unaware that this is running. But, yeah, I should let people know, actually, during the nets we have on the ZOE. Maybe I'll let them know that I stream the Monday night, as well as the A-Reg. And, of course, the A-Reg will be on Christmas Eve, or New Year's Eve, I should say. So the last net of the year will more likely be attributed to the A-Reg net there, Rick.
Well, that'll be good. I'll be there. And on Thursday, I think we'll see. I think we'll be on VA3CW will be on this time, and I think we can do that on it should actually be on Thursday. That'll be what, the 1st? Okay. Yeah, we'll be on there, and I'm sure Marty will still not be available. He's either going to be away or hopefully he didn't spend long in the hospital. I think the only reason my wife told him to go in there was because of the cracked rib, but he was in pain, so maybe they would give him something for that, But I thought he had the flu too, so I don't know what's going on with him. But anyway, I hope he's okay, and I'm sure that he probably just had a visit there to the ER, and I can go along with his reluctance to go in there because you spend hours sitting there waiting. If they think it's not that important, then you're going to sit there even longer there, or?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Rick. Well, listen, I'll send it back to you. I'm kind of monitoring some things over here, and I'll let you see if there's any other locals you can pick up there.
Okay, my noise floor has come down a little bit, not much. So let's see if anybody else is out there, and if we can hear them, maybe somebody else can. This is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt, and we have noisy conditions here tonight, but this is a Monday night net for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club, and this band may have we'll have to wait and see. We're going to make an announcement on the website. That'll be HamiltonARC.com there, and you look up the local nets. So look up nets, and it'll have the net listed there. And we'll get that changed if we do decide to change, but that'll be in the new year. So anybody else out there, you don't have to be a club member to join us. Anybody, anywhere, if you're listening there, go ahead.
VA3KMQ.
VA3KMQ, I can't believe it. You're down to me, too. My noise level is pretty high here, Mike, so how are you doing?
Yeah, V3BK, V3KM2. Yeah, good evening, Rick, and heard Chuck in there. Good evening to you as well. Doing okay. I do have a high noise floor here, which I've had for several weeks, certainly on 40. Again, it's an S9 noise floor, but you're well above it, of course, 20 over, and Chuck, you're 10 to 15 over. So, yeah, hope both of you are doing good. Hope you both had a Merry Christmas, and I did as well. And, yeah, so back to you there, Rick, V3KM2.
Okay, I guess I better stay on the other antenna. The SWR is really bad on the other one. It was good when I started up, but it's not any good now. Anyway, thanks for the glowing report there, and yeah, you're just above my noise floor. My noise floor is 5.9 plus a little bit. So, it's gone down a little bit. It was almost 10 over. Almost 10 over there, Mike. So, anyway, hey, what, the rack winner contest, what is the, when do you have to turn the login by, do you know?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I think it might be into January, but I'm not 100% sure on that, Rick.
Okay, yeah, anyway. Well, I got all sorted out today there, and I put it on our online log. I put it on the online log, and I put it on EQSL, but I never bothered to turn it in yet. I had enough computer stuff. I was having trouble with that little mouse there. My hands are too big for that little mouse, and I kept hitting the right side, I guess. At least I think that's what I was doing wrong. I kept hitting the right side, and you know how you can go somewhere else. So I was all over the place. Anyway, and I kept swearing at the damn mouse. So, anyway, my wife said, I'll get something else. Well, if I do that, I'd have to change the keyboard, too. I was on a mini keyboard with a mini mouse. And, anyway, yeah, really cheap from Amazon, but I guess they're no good for big hands. Anyway, I'm learning. So, the one that I do have, the remote that I like the best is, it's actually a Hewlett Packard, and I can be in the front room and transmit to the laptop in my ham shack, and I have that connected to the TV, so I can watch different programs on the TV with that. But the only problem with that is the resolution is not quite as good. But anyway, okay, Mike, so what have you been doing? And yeah, this weather has been really crappy, I guess, so back to you.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. Well, yeah, you're right. The weather's been crappy. I was talking on the Halden Norfolk net on 2 meters just a little while ago, which I don't often check into, but I thought I'd do it again. Great bunch of guys down there, by the way. But anyway, just about everybody was talking about the severe winds, and they asked me, how things were here. And I'm not sure about you, but, we had wind gusts here in town in Burlington, throughout the day. Not a lot. But, as far as, if I look at the whole day, it wasn't continually windy. It wasn't crazy like they seem to have it down their way in the Simcoe area. So I think I'd have to say that things turned out well for me. Now, my antenna mast that I have for 2-meter 440, which is a dual band antenna. I have it on a telescoping mast, homebrewed telescoping mast I put up a few years ago, and I see it right outside the window of my, let's call it my office, where I have my desktop computer, not the one for my radio room here. But it was a swaying, and it is guide, but it was swaying when the wind gust came up. But fortunately, everything was okay. I went outside and checked around the yard just to see, if there are any broken tree branches or whatever. There wasn't really anything. It was a few twigs. And also the wire antennas, namely the fan dipole and the end fed, were intact, no problem. So I guess I fared out okay with the antennas and the wind. But you were talking about the rack contest, and I managed to get my logs done up real quick and submitted. And I usually take a couple days before I do it, but I did it real quick this time. The reason being is I had to get I wanted to get my laptop in for service. I've got a problem with it. It's not a huge problem, but when I have the external monitor plugged into it and the screen on the laptop going, they seem to fight one another. I'm not sure whether I mentioned that to you before. So I couldn't get it resolved, so I had to get to the point where I have to send it in for service. So it's going to be out for about 3 weeks for me. So I wanted to get that last contest in, which I knew was coming up. So I got that done, and I guess I'm going to be on pause for contest for probably 3 weeks anyway there, Rick. Back to you.
Okay. That's too bad. Hey, you know what? Maybe I'm being paranoid, but I think that I've been having a lot of troubles with little things too lately, and I think it's because they're trying to get you to go to Windows 11 on a new computer, buy a new computer, and I've got little old computers, and the one laptop I was on today, it actually has extended. We got extended coverage till next year, October next year. So, that one's giving me the least trouble, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but, I hope you get it back soon and get it all sorted out there. Yeah, I have a computer right here on my ham table. It gave me trouble, too. And it turned out to be a loose connection on the inside. And it was giving me trouble intermittently back and forth, so I spent a good afternoon on it, took it all apart and found the loose connection, tightened that up, and I still got a problem. One hard drive in there is, I guess it decided it won't read it, so I don't know. I guess I gotta take it out and see if I can read it somewhere else. And but anyway, computer problems, aren't they fun? Anyway, Paul can tell you all about that too. He's been playing with the computers. Oh, and I got the answer. About the there's a program in the Windows 11, and I'd have to go get the paper because now I forget the name of it. But there's some you have to turn off in Windows 11, and that will give you more coverage. It turns off some of the security stuff. So we'll talk about that later with Paul there when we go to 10 meters. I'm sure I'm going to be able to hear him on there. It's a lot quieter on there. But anyway, and that's too bad there, Mike. And to refresh my memory again, what did you say the problem was there with the laptop?
Well, the laptop seems to be working okay until I have the external monitor on. Now, I've had this laptop for just 3 years. It's a good laptop, and again, I use it in my shack exclusively for ham work, and the two most important things about it are the logging software, both log tools and which I use, of course, for local or general contact, and then the N1MM, which of course I use for contesting. But the problem is, as I said, when I have that external monitor in, it and this happened all of a sudden after roughly 3 years of use. The monitor, the screens are zooming slightly in and out, in and out, in and out on both when I have them both plugged in. But if I have only one on, whether it be the laptop screen or the external monitor screen only, it's fine. So it's really a weird situation.
Okay, well, Windows 10, what have you got on the laptop? Windows 10 or Windows 11?
No, it's Windows 11, and my desktop is 11 as well. But you know, you were mentioning a little bit earlier about, you know, Microsoft possibly phasing out the older operating systems. The desktop I had before, and I bought that one in 2014, so it was 10 years old when I needed to replace it. And the reason was, when I went to install an updated or an upgraded anti-software system, they told me, well, we can't install this because you're running Windows 8.1, which is what I had back in 2014. So I couldn't use that, and I couldn't install Windows 11 for that old computer because the computer was out of date. But guess what? I had to spring for a new desktop computer, you know, which is something I didn't want to have to do because the other one seemed to be running fine. Once again, it looks like as time moves on, the people who make those decisions seem to say, well, maybe people need to buy new computers as opposed to upgrading their old ones.
Whoops, I get my foot on there. Okay, back to the other antenna. Yeah, I was listening to you on the other antenna because you're much better on it. And, yeah, because of the noise filtering. Yeah, anyway, I found a way to put Windows 11 on an old machine. And I got one machine here that I got that I use every day. And, you know, I thought it was 7 years old. And it turned out because they're manufactured the year before you buy them. It's 8 years old. That was last year. So it must be 9 years old now. And it gives me problems once in a while. It's an AMD, and I figure that's why, because AMD, I had trouble with AMD before. You know, I've been playing with computers for a long time, but I had trouble with AMD before, and that situation seemed to be sorted out. But anyway, there's a problem in Windows 11, and one of the guys that used to work for IBM told me what it was. Here, I'll have to go and find that. So when we go over to Windows, or we go over to 10 meters, anyway, if you could try me on 10 and see if you can copy me, and then we'll, yeah, 2845. Yeah, and then I'll be able to tell anybody that's got Windows 11, I'll tell you what he told me. And anyway, he turned it up on his own. He's got a network, and it was causing network problems. So he turned this off, and it solved this problem. It lowered the security of Windows 11. Apparently, Windows 11 has got extra security in it that makes it harder to do network stuff, you know. So, but anyway, yeah, your 10-year-old machine. Well, I got one here that I had Windows 7 on when I got it, and I upgraded to Windows 10, and it's a little bit slow. It's only a 28 megahertz machine. It's a little bit slow, but it's a quad. It's old. That's how old it is. It's a quad. And you know what? That machine is still running on Windows 10. I haven't tried doing the trick to put Windows 11 on it. I don't think I will. I think I'll push my luck doing that. But I do have another hard drive that is in that. It's a what do you call it? Tower. It's a tower, and I have another hard drive in it that I put Windows 11 on. You know, with the old system, and it seems to work fine, except it won't do upgrades. Won't do all the upgrades because it's actually, it's not a Windows 7 machine. It's a little bit slower than Windows 10, but not by much. And, with that quad works pretty good. So, I use that machine quite a bit too. So far I've not splurged and gone out but the Windows 11. But, I guess I'll have to after next year, the extended warranty or the extended period of coverage for Windows 10 will expire, and we'll see how far we get with that. I do have a Windows 7 machine still, and, I read some of the old software on it that will not work on a Windows 10. So that's the story with that for there. So back to you, Mike.
Okay, Rick, very good. Well, I think, speaking about Windows 10, my understanding is that Microsoft has already stopped supporting Windows 10. It's hard to believe because it's not that super old, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it's like the only current support that Microsoft will provide is current Windows 11. It's crazy. But just going back to my situation with the laptop, I spent an awful lot of time. I'm going to say maybe as much as a week, maybe even more, trying to but just very carefully copying over all the files and data that I could possibly go through on the laptop over to a portable storage drive, so that if things happen badly where they wipe the hard drive as a result of trying to fix it, that I have all my backup files. But I did that successfully, and I talked to the guy about it at Best Buy where I bought it. And he says, well, you know what we can do, because we don't know where the problem is. It's likely the graphics card, I guess it was typically the motherboard, which would have to be changed. And he says, what we can do is we can pop out the boot drive, I guess they call it, like the solid-state drive, and give that back, which they did. And they said, go put in a temporary boot drive, and if that problem is still there, well, I guess, we'll keep your boot drive back, and, it'll be into the operating system, which is likely, affect the hard drive. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they're able to find the problem. It's something, small or, like say a loose wire, damaged wire or something, maybe as simple as that they don't have to get into, major repairs. So that's, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, Rick, and should be back to you, I'm going to say probably mid-January.
Well, hey, keep us informed. Keep us informed on that. Anyway, by the way, we're on YouTube, and Chuck has us on YouTube right now. So we'll make another call out, and anybody that's listening to us on YouTube, get into that. Put a message in the box there, and Chuck will read it out to us. There, Chuck is putting us on YouTube. So this is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt for Hamilton Amateur Radio Club, and this is our Monday night HF Net on 7100 at the moment. We may go to 80 later on in the new year. But anyway, if you can hear us, please check in. And if I can't hear you, maybe one of the other locals here will be able to pick you up. This is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt. Please go now.
I don't know if anybody will be able to hear this weak under-modulated station, but Victor Echo 3, Papa Delta Lima.
Oh, yeah, how's that weak Infinity station there? 10-9. How you doing, Paul?
Did you hear that noise, Rick?
Yeah. What's that noise out there?
I heard that.
Hey, anyway, how you doing, Paul? Boy, you're just booming in here, no problem at all. I had to turn my volume down.
I'm doing pretty good. Just remembered it was Monday night. figured I'd jump on here and throw a bean in the pot, Rick.
All right. Hey, well, we're talking about computer problems and Windows 11 problems and stuff like that. Have you got anything to add to it?
No, we don't have computer problems over here. My wife and I both went to college, got our computer degrees and stuff. So yeah, we do what you guys did. We just cancel out the file that doesn't let Windows 11 chime in with your older equipment, and you can still get it to run on some of the older stuff. But yeah, that's just the nature of the beast, right?
Yeah, you got it. I originally went to Microsoft because you can't beat them, join them, you know. So, like, you know, some of my friends were playing with Apple and Mac and, you know, the other one, and the one that's used in business quite a bit, and we were using that at work too. So, but anyway, and I had an Atari at one time, but we're talking years and years and years ago. So, anyway, and what's that, 40 years ago, I guess, I was playing with Atari. That's when the Apple, I think Apple had one out that was really popular. But anyway, got a long way since then, did lots of programming, you know, with BASIC and all that. Yeah, a bunch of old crap. Anyway, yeah, so now, you know, I don't have a cell phone, but when my daughter comes over, I play with her sometimes, and I just discovered, well, you don't have the right key to click on anymore, but you can hold the button down. I didn't know that. Anyway, yeah, I guess I told you about the story about cell phones. You know, like we had them at work here before anybody else had them. They were analog flip phones. They worked in most places you went, but in basements they wouldn't work. So, yeah, anyway, and you know, so I didn't like that being getting hold of anytime, anywhere. You know, forget that.
Well, I do have one issue over here, though. I realized yesterday that my 7300, the internal battery for the clock, is on its way out. Sometimes when I turn on the radio, it zeroes out and resets the clock and the date in the radio. So, yeah, I ordered the battery holder today and the battery, but I'm going to put in one of the CR, what are they, 2532s or something like that, 3225s, I forget the order that the number goes in, but yeah, just a regular computer battery. I'm putting one of them in it instead of the little micro battery that they use. Even the guy on the video clip I watched, he goes, I don't know why ICOM would do that. Like the only part of this radio they chinsed out on.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, well, my 735 lasted for a long time. That battery net lasted a long time. Finally it started doing exactly what you're talking about, zeroing out and stuff and losing your memory frequencies and all that. And I was talking to Renzo, and he had one he had ordered two from out west, and he only used the one. So he asked me if I wanted the other one. I said, sure, he gave it to me. And I put it in, and it's working perfect. So, but I haven't had the 735 on for a while. Anyway, yeah, so the battery that's in it is not a 2032. One of them flat-like ones that you put in the computer. It's not something like that.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, but way smaller, like the size of your fingertip, maybe, or the nail on your baby finger. It's way smaller, but same idea. It's like a coin-shaped battery. It's just not the one that's the size of a nickel, and that's what I'm going to put in. They're the same 3 volts, and I'm just going to secure it on the side of the rig. And another thing they had too, I can replace the one of the diodes, put a 100K diode in there, I believe. No, resistor, 100K resistor. Yeah, what am I talking about, diode? For the tuner, and the tuner here, instead of being like a 4-to-1, it turns it into like a 8-to-1. So while I'm in it, I figured I'd do that as well.
Wow, that's a good idea. Okay, we're going to do the last call here on 71 there, and then we'll go to 10. And hopefully Mike will come over there, and I got to go get an article. I wrote down one of the guys that used to work at IBM, he discovered he got a brand new Windows machine, and he had trouble with security on it too. And, we're talking about your network and stuff like that. And he found that if you turn this option off, there's one option, if you turn it off, it makes things work a lot better. Anyway, so last call for anybody on 7100. This is the HF Net for an Amateur Radio Club. Anybody anywhere, if you want to check in, last minute call. Yeah, I don't hear nothing. Anyway, Paul, can you join us on 10?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but the noise level is really high tonight. Everybody seems to have a high noise level, except for the other Paul. He's in there too, VA3CJZ. You probably hear him. Anyway, we're going to 10, and maybe we can carry on some more about it over there. Anyway, this is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt, and we can close our YouTube off, and we usually go to 28,485 locally here, and just do a right to talk about anything. So 73 till next week. VA3 Bravo Kilowatt. Cheers, what?
All right, Rick. Thank you very much for that. And have a good night. Until next time, this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, Chuck in Hamilton, Ontario. Good night, all.